Hello, my name is Sip Mendez. Welcome to Sip's Techie Tips. And I actually have two channels, and let me explain about that. My first channel, which I've been doing since about 2013, is a woodworking channel. And this is my shop. It's all about woodworking tools. But in doing that channel for so long, I have learned a lot of technical things because it's a one-person show, and for me, one person, that's it. I got to do everything. And so I've learned a lot of things along the way. First of all, don't use the microphone in your camcorder. And second, don't use a camcorder. But I've continued with the camcorder, and I have a wide angle lens on it now. Instead of using the internal microphone, I'm using a Takstar, and I believe it's a model 598. And it sits next to the camera, and it is a directional microphone. It's a shotgun microphone, and it's a very classic one in the sense that it's small. It's really made to snap onto the top of the camera, but I've got mine mounted on the side, and it works quite well. I'm about 3.5, maybe 4 feet away from the camera, so it seems to be picking up audio pretty good. Right now it is set at 40. And we'll talk more about that later, maybe. But much of what I do, I don't like to spend a lot of money. I could buy these things, but I have more adventures in finding things than anything else. And I love shopping in thrift stores. And I was in a thrift store not too long ago, and I found this. This is a Samson Stage55, and it is made to be used as a wireless microphone. I guess that's what I should call it, a wireless lavalier microphone. And it brings a power supply. It brings a base unit that has antennas. And it also includes this, what they call a belt pack. And you clip it on your belt, and you attach a microphone. And I paid $10 for this little gadget here. I've looked at them on the internet, and they sell for about $100 typically, more or less. And when you buy something in a thrift shop, it's a bit of a gamble. So I decided to go ahead and gamble and see if this works, because I'm always looking for a better way to get my sound out there. It did not have a lavalier microphone, a lapel mic, so I'm going to use this one. This is from another unit I have. It's actually quite large. Typically these things are quite small. But let me get this hooked up, and we'll see what the audio sounds like. I now have my lavalier wireless microphone hooked up, and I can see my volume is coming in pretty good on the meter on the camcorder. And this is the microphone up here, and it's under my shirt and comes around the back. Okay. And this is the belt pack. The power pack is powered by one 9-volt battery. It has two little trim pods in here. Those are little adjustments you can make. There's a little miniature screwdriver here that you can use to adjust the gain, and and other little controls similar to the gain. And depending on what you hook up to it, if you hook up a guitar or a musical instrument or a microphone. So I'm using this microphone, and this microphone does not belong to this unit. It's much larger than a lavalier microphone typically is. It has a power switch right here for on and off. Right here for on and off. And then it has another one up here, and that is more like a mute switch. So you can turn off the audio pickup without actually turning the unit off. That way you don't get a clicking sound or a big pop when you turn it on and off. It also has 3 little indicator lights, and these are to tell you the status of your battery more than anything else. And I think it works pretty good. I've tried this before, and I looked at it on my computer, and it does come in stereo. It's actually mono, but it does send it to both channels, which is what I really, really want. Okay, let's look at the receiver unit. This is the receiver unit. I hope I can see it well enough there. And it does have 2 meters. Okay, this meter indicates how strong the signal is, and you can see that all of the little segments are lit up, so that's got a very good signal. On the other side is another meter, and that one I don't think I can actuate it very well, because it's supposed to tell you how loud the signal is coming in, and maybe it's only lighting up a couple of bars, but it is showing up quite well on my video, my monitor. On the back side, this is the power connector. I've hooked up my unit to my camcorder with an XLR connection. It also has another connection here, which is a 1/4 inch or 6 millimeter connector. And that one is mono. They are mono. But and what else? There's a small switch in here, and you can determine if you're hooking up a line unit or if you're hooking up to a microphone input. Okay, and that helps match it up a little bit better. There are 2 antennas. Okay, also on the front panel, there's an adjustment here to help match the unit output to your camcorder or your recording device. There's another unit, another little adjustment here for a squelch. I'm not too familiar with those. I know on CB radios it determines when you hear sound and when you don't. You can limit it so that if it's not loud enough, it shuts it off. And then the power button is right here. I'm going to set this way back behind my camera. Okay. So there's my look at the Samson Stage55 wireless lapel microphone system. I think it works very well for me. It's going to be good because I don't have real high requirements on the audio. I'm not singing, for one thing. I don't have a lot of fantastic music or anything to play. But for speech, I think it works well. And it has good range. Everything works easy. There's not much to it. And so I think I'll give it a try and use it in future videos. And the big advantage to me in doing this is that I can move around, turn away from the microphone, and I don't get that off-axis fade. Yeah. So until next time, take care. And I will leave a link to this microphone system. It is still available in the description just below this video. Take care.